sports. It's in the game.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Willen. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First and 10, Taylor now. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Carr going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Washington. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Throwing now is Carr. Touchdown Raiders. Darnell Washington from 8 yards out. And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And this will be incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Play action. Now it's Allen. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Here's 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. These two teams all tied after one. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Here's Carr. And he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And now off to the races down the right side. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's 3rd and 9.
29.
Carr now to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got Smith here. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 46 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. McManus's point after is good, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try to get some points and feel great going into the half.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. To throw is Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. A short kick, but a fair catch called for. Might be second-guessing that one. They'll begin at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Allen. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A final shot before half for Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A give for Taylor running right side. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. He's got his target. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Carr. Short throw complete to Gronkowski. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And this is caught by Hayward Bay. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. From the gun, it's Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And the Raiders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Taylor will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here we go.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 85 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield, hit you little people.
Good run there.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Allen off the play fake. Touchdown, Bills! George Kittle, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. They'll try and run it here.
I have to admit, I love the excitement of a 2-point try. You know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it was unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both of your pins in this last game. My bad, partner.
Hey, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for 2.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Carr. Completes it to Hayward Bay. Into space at the 45. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Raiders 35, Bills 23.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Trying to lay one up deep. And this one is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
On play action, Allen. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing on first down is Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against the secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. On second down, they'll run it here. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. On play action, Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, the field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. George Karlaftis, his 2nd sack of the night. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll hit Jackson complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 3.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 55 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Down the sideline he goes, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Stadium. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll change the look. To throw right away, here's Montana. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10. First carry for the 5-tech Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now Montana. They set up the screen LT. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. LaDainian Tomlinson, 61 yards. And the Eagles are on the board first here in Vegas. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Randy Moss. And all the way down the 41-yard line. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Carr. And he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Randy Moss, 32 yards. And the Raiders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll run with LT to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Tomlinson. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with Tomlinson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Going to try to throw for it with Montana. That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as he'll wind up getting 7 there on 4th and 3. Play action. It's Montana. Now this aired out deep for Reed. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows Reggie.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Carr now to throw. He's going to find Taylor downfield. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the 1st down. Here's Carr to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darnell Washington, 26 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the intercept. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Reek Woolen. And the Raiders are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Ty Law. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Montana sensing something. He'll change the play. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
He finds Tomlinson as running back. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he gets the 1st down.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. They'll run Tomlinson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Tomlinson. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. To throw is Montana. Eluding the pressure right. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. Boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Raider D, they get the football back. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Got a man open, it's Darius Hayward-Bay. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Here now, 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Carr. Throw downfield going to be taken in by Jackson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Carr going to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now it's 2nd and 10. And now an audible here into something else. They go play action with Montana. Open man is Andre Reed, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. That's caught by Andre Reed. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Montana swinging this ball out here to Tomlinson. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Or they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. With the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Back to Taylor on first down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Here's Carr. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Carr. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 33 yards that time.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's Montana to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. On the counter, it's Tomlinson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
On second down, it's Tomlinson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tomlinson with his second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
It's 3rd and 10.
Now Carr shifting his guys around a bit. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able.
Las Vegas, welcome back, everybody. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Tomlinson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Out of the gun, it's Tomlinson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle it behind the line. Jalen Carter working his way back behind the line.
Unable to connect.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Montana. They set up the screen down team. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is taken at the 18. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there's a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Powers ahead at the 45. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Here's 2nd down. Carr. And he finds Gronk. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
It's now 3rd and 13.
Making the plays necessary and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Now the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. And Montana's going to shift things up a bit. Back to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something.
You